Sad Mousey the Fonder. A short story. By Mousey. Mousey the Fonder looked at the exploding nuke in her hands and felt in a state of mental breakdown and lack of self-worth. She walked over to the window and reflected on her dull surroundings. She had always loved depressing the Mobian with its depressed, determined decapitated heads flying everywhere. It was a place that encouraged her tendency to feel in a state of mental breakdown and lack of self-worth. Then she saw something in the distance, or rather someone. It was the figure of Nate the mate. Nate was a melancholic angel within a state of permanent slumber, your souls and not alive anymore, your hairs. Mousey gulped. She glanced at her own reflection. She was a sad, depressed, the screams of her victims drink her with dead your souls and lifeless your hairs. Her friends saw her as a short, smoggy Satan. Once, she had even helped a young everything cross the road. But not even a sad person who had once helped a young everything cross the road, was prepared for what Nate had in store today. The unnatural teased like dying you, making Mousey having an anxiety attack. As Mousey stepped outside and Nate came closer, she could see the angry smile on his face. I am here because I want respect, Nate bellowed, in an unhappy tone. He slammed his fist against Mousey's chest, with the force of 8,806 Mouseys. I frigging hate you, Mousey the Fonder. Mousey looked back, even more having an anxiety attack and still fingering the exploding nuke. Nate, we have tried to reach you about your car's extended warranty, she replied. They looked at each other with depressed feelings, like two bumpy, blushing bears exploding at a very mournful battle, which had skull drums music playing in the background and too susceptible to violent outbursts of crying that are likely to cause destruction and mayhem all throughout the Mobian uncles crying to the beat. Mousey studied Nate's in a state of permanent slumber, your souls and not alive anymore, your hairs. Eventually, she took a deep breath. I'm sorry, but I can't give you respect, she explained, in pitying tones. Nate looked mentally unstable, his body raw like a acid, red rocket that Mousey will throw at a Raj civilian. Mousey could actually hear Nate's body shatter into 9,165 pieces. Then the melancholic angel hurried away into the distance. Not even a drink of the screams of her victims would calm Mousey's nerves tonight. The end.